Welcome to Poetry Changes Lives. Poetry meets history with a thought for the day, all in my one book. The poetrychangeslives.com website tells you more. Well, today's a special day because in 1609, on this day, Shakespeare's sonnets were published for the first time in London. The thing about the sonnets is that they were written to be read and thought about, as opposed to Shakespeare's many plays that were written primarily to be spoken and listened to in a noisy Elizabethan theatre. It's logical, therefore, that the sonnets have more hidden meaning, innuendo, words with double meanings, more of a mystery. It's as if Shakespeare is standing in the shadows, challenging us to extract the true meaning from the sonnets, because we have more time to study them and think about them than an Elizabethan audience ever had when listening to his plays. The sonnets are, we don't even know who they were addressed to, or even whether it was to a man or a woman in most cases. Shakespeare keeps so much from us, but on the other hand, our best course is to simply sit back and enjoy the beauty of those words. And today I'm going to read Sonnet 18, which many people think is the finest of the 154 sonnets that he wrote in total. Some people indeed think it's one of the finest, most beautiful poems that has ever been written in the English language. I remember the first time I heard this and read it as a schoolboy, and I thought then, wow, this poem is something very special indeed, and I still think today it is very special indeed. Sonnet 18, shall I compare thee to a summer's day? I think it's absolutely beautiful, and I'll try and do it justice now as I read it. Bear with me, please. Shall I compare thee to a summer's day? Thou art more lovely and more temperate. Rough winds do shake the darling buds of May, and summer's lease hath all too short a date. Sometimes too hot the eye of heaven shines, and often is his gold complexion dimmed, and every fair from fair sometime declines, by chance or nature's changing course untrimmed. But thy eternal summer shall not fade, nor lose possession of that fair thou owest, nor shall death brag thou wanderest in his shade, when in eternal lines to time thou growest. So long as men can breathe or eyes can see, so long lives this, and this gives life to thee. Gosh, I find that poem just heart-stoppingly beautiful, and I love those last lines. So long as men can breathe or eyes can see, so long lives this, and this gives life to thee. Shakespeare is saying there, my words will give you immortality, because that's what poetry does. It renders people memorable, because when we hear beautiful lines of poetry, we never forget the way it makes us feel, and that means we remember what it is about. Who can ever forget Hamlet or Macbeth, King Lear Romeo or Juliet or these sonnets, because of the way it makes us feel. I hope you like that. Thank you for listening.